Belle's back here. So today I wanted to do a different kind of video. Instead of just doing a normal vlog, I wanted to do a video focused on 48 hours in San Francisco. What would you do if you had a visitor, or if you were just in San Francisco for 48 hours? In the month of May, I had, I believe, 3 different visitors, maybe 1 in April, 2 in May, but it was a lot nonetheless, and I really tried to create a fun itinerary for all of my visitors, and I thought I would film one of the weekends just to show you all what we did in those 48 hours when I had a friend visiting from Boston. Her name is Julia, and everything that I did with her, the neighborhoods that we went to, and the restaurants slash eateries that we found ourselves at, and also the bars that we hung out at as well. So if you're interested, stick around, and I hope that you all find this video interesting or helpful in any way. So depending on where you live, you'll probably want to do different things and go to different places, obviously, but for myself, I live in Nob Hill. So I knew that the places that are kind of close by to me are all like in the financial district, Nob Hill, obviously, Polk Gulch, Russian Hill, and a little bit further, the Marina. So for those reasons, we kind of stuck in this area on Saturday, and it was great because I got to show her a whole variety of places, but still everything was basically walkable. So I had some work to do this morning, but I wanted to make sure that I took Julia to a really cool coffee shop. So there is one near me called I think it's Home Coffee Roasters, and they do the cutest little latte designs, and I'm not someone that needs to have crazy lattes for my everyday drink, but because I had a visitor, it's one that's really fun. You can ask them to do any design that you want to surprise you, or if you get the birthday cake one or the almond butter or cookie butter latte like I did, they'll provide you with special designs, and it's so cute. After we went to the Home Coffee Roasters, we went home for a little bit. I worked a little bit more. I just had some things to finish up from the day before, and then we went and got brunch. There are so many great brunch places in San Francisco, but so many of them don't allow you to put your name down or like make a reservation, and because it was early, on the earlier side, we were okay. We only had to wait for a little bit, but we went to My, which is a pretty popular brunch location in Nob Hill.
I ordered a Monte Cristo sandwich. It has some raspberry jam, that's the sandwich, and some fruit, and the potatoes.
And you got a
pistachio latte.
Pistachio latte. And I got zucchini ricotta pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Parmesan, yeah. Bacon, eggs over hard, and crispy potatoes, orange juice.
And I really like it there. They have so many fun lattes as well. So I know Julia got a second latte there, but they have awesome salads, sandwiches, eggs, lemon, ricotta pancakes, whatever you can think of, they have. And so we had a really nice time at brunch there. To continue in the spirit of being in Nob Hill, we decided to walk down Polk Street, which is in Nob Hill, but that kind of goes down to Polk Gulch. And Polk has a great variety of things that you can do. There's bars, there's brunch places, coffee places, shopping. And so we went into one of my favorite thrift stores. The thrift stores we love, and when I went there, I was like, oh, do people donate clothes here? And they were like, no, Bella, they don't. We curate pieces, so that's how you know it's like a cool vintage store. So we went there, looked at some of the pieces that they had recently. I love that they're always evolving the different items that they have, and I feel like it's a very big thing in San Francisco to do, is thrifting. So if you want to actually thrift a lot, then I would suggest going to Haight-Ashbury, which I did with another visitor on another weekend, but Julia's not really the thrifting type, so we didn't do that, but we did go to the vintage store, and that was really fun. So it just so happened to be that on this day it was so foggy. I'd never seen it this foggy, where when you're walking down Polk Street and then once you get closer to the Marina area, you should be able to see the Golden Gate Bridge. We just couldn't see it, which thank God Julia has been to San Francisco before, and I didn't feel the pressure of trying to make it so that we could see the Golden Gate Bridge, but you could barely see like the bottom legs of it, so that sucked. But most of the time it's not that foggy, and you can easily see it when you're walking down Polk Street to Fort Mason and then kind of towards like Crissy Field. But it was cute. We walked by there and I love going down there because there's like a Phil's coffee truck. You can see a bunch of people like rollerblading and roller skating along the water, as well as riding lift bikes. It's super cute, and I always think it's a great way for people to see the water in the city, and also the homes are just beautiful there, and you usually have an amazing view of Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge. So we ended up walking pretty decently far and we went to the Palace of Fine Arts. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like this kind of European looking sculpture park area. There's a pretty lake where ducks go, and then there's this giant looking dome, and that is the Palace of Fine Arts. It's very open. I'm pretty sure my parents took engagement photos here, but it's beautiful, and when you're there you don't feel like you're in San Francisco, but it is a big landmark, so I highly suggest that you go there. We took some beautiful photos underneath all the foliage, and it was very, very pretty in the park, and I definitely recommend that you go.
Beautiful, beautiful city. Palace of Fine Arts, check.
At the Palace of Fine Arts.
Now we're going to Marina. Woo!
So at this point it was like 3:30 and I knew we had a dinner reservation in the Marina, so we ended up Ubering back to Nob Hill, but obviously if you're staying somewhere closer you don't need to Uber. For us, we Ubered back home, changed into clothes that we could kind of wear for dinner and going out. If you're new to San Francisco, it's a very, very casual city, so what you wear to dinner you can easily wear going out. You can dress super casually even when you go out. This isn't a place where people wear heels. Usually I wear sneakers all the time, but that's just the nature of it being, I think, a tech city, and yeah, being in California.
Ready. Julia's tying her shoes. Natural makeup. And we're going to Palm House with Kyle and Jared. So, and then we're going mini golfing at Fisherman's Wharf, which is very like touristy, but since Julia is a tourist, that is what we were doing.
So we got changed and then we Ubered again back to the Marina, and we ate at Palm House.
We're going down a vertical hill in San Francisco. Vlog.
Super cute, kind of Hawaiian, Jamaican foods. A lot of it takes from a lot of different cuisines, but there's like jerk chicken, there's like poke there. I think you can even get a banh mi, tacos, Korean barbecue. There's a lot of fusions happening of different types of cuisines, and I like going there because they also have good drinks. It's really fun to go, and if you're with a group of people you get like a punch bowl, and they have little rubber duckies in the middle and they're super cute. But we did that. It's like $70 I think, but when you're splitting it between 4 or 5 people, like 20-ish bucks per person, or no, less than that. It's not bad. So after this we wanted to go out, and there's a cool bar called The Interval in the Fort Mason Center, but unfortunately there was a speaker event there, which is pretty normal there, and there were a bunch of guys just lining up because some famous guy on Twitter was at The Interval and doing a meetup. So instead we went to Roadhouse, which is I believe a German bar next door, but it's really pretty because it's on the water at Fort Mason, and so we all drank some beer. I'm not a big beer girl, but the atmosphere there is awesome, and I would totally go back like for brunch or something, but it was great.
What are you drinking, Bella?
Cheers. I don't know what I chipped my mouth.
Bella chipped her mouth on this beer cup, so we got a free one, which we gave away because charity. But
I chipped my mouth? I cut my mouth. Let's chip my tooth. No.
And then it started to kind of fog and rain, but so we ran to the next thing that we were doing.
This is Julia Shard. I'm vlogging on behalf of Bella for her YouTube. We are walking to mini golf. Bella,
he spent a weekend.
the vlog.
Oh, hey.
Say hi to Bella's vlog.
He spent a weekend. He spent a weekend in there.
In the ship?
In 5th grade, they made us be pirates for a weekend.
Wow.
It was traumatizing.
An experience from a local San Francisco.
Which was mini golfing at Ghirardelli Square. I did not realize how pretty Ghirardelli Square was. I went when I was younger, but it's a tourist attraction and I get it. It's like near Fisherman's Wharf, and you can see just the shipwreck, the Ghirardelli Square area. It's super cute, but I really, really do like the mini golfing there. It's only like 10 bucks a person, and they also serve drinks. They serve non-alcoholic beverages like boba, and then they sell like kombucha, I believe, cider, and beer on tap too. So it's really, really fun. And the reason why it's super cute is if you're a tourist and you're only here for a little bit of time, you can kind of learn about all the popular areas of the city because each of the holes is an SF landmark. So for example, Palace of Fine Arts was one of the stops. Lombard Street is another. There's also like the Golden Gate Bridge, Oracle Park, Sutro Tower. So all the different Sutro Baths or Sutro Tower, yeah, has all of the little landmarks, and it's super fun to get a big group going there. And Julia had a great time just kind of learning about the city when we were playing too. And if you are going out that night, you can get a drink as well. So we ended up meeting up with some of my coworkers' friends, and so we had a huge group, and so some people wanted to go back and pregame, but we mainly just chilled in the marina. And we went out in the actual like Marina Cow Hollow area, which is kind of near where Palm House is, and it is a very popular area to go out if you're a tourist. Especially I feel like everyone likes to go to Westwood. Westwood's a country bar that I've just been to enough times, and I think it attracts a lot of non-locals, so I don't have the most fun there. But we went to Del Mar because they have good music usually, and it's a fun vibe. It's a little bit more tropical, and I don't know, I think it's really, really cute. But it's on that same street, I believe it's Chestnut, where Westwood is. There are a ton of other bars other than Del Mar and Westwood. There's Rockwell, Silver Clouds, Jackson's, Comet Club, White Rabbit. I don't know if I said all those, but we went to Comet Club after, and I found myself there quite a few times recently. But it's a fun place to end the night. It's a little bit more like fratty vibes, so if you like that, yay. If not, it's definitely like a packed place. But afterwards in the marina, I always like to get a slice of pizza at this place because I feel like it's called Slice of Pie, but I have zero clue or the Good Life, maybe the Good Life Pizza. But it's on that same street, and it's right next to Comic Club and White Rabbit, like around that area. So finishing out the night with a slice of good old pizza is a great way to end the first 24 hours in the city. On Sunday, we slept in a little bit just because we went out the night before, but thankfully we were not hungover, and we woke up and we met up with my other friend Jared, and we went to the Mill, which is a bakery slash coffee or cafe place I've been wanting to try because it's all over TikTok. And we all got a type of toast. They have so many different types of toast, and I was tempted to get a loaf of bread because I'm a big bread girl, but I knew we were going to be doing a lot of different things that day, and I didn't want to carry around a loaf of bread. But they had really good coffee too, and the vibes were just great. So if you're looking for a good bakery in the morning, definitely would recommend going there. Took a bus to the Mill also, which the bakery place is on Divisadero, which is kind of near Hayes Valley, another neighborhood that I really like. And then we took the bus from the Mill on Divisadero to Castro, went to a lookout point, took a few photos, did a little hike. It was great. And then we walked for like 35 minutes from Castro to Mission because I had to show Julia Mission Dolores. If you've heard of San Francisco, you've seen pictures online, I am sure you've seen this very famous park. It kind of overlooks the entire city, and there's palm trees everywhere. Everyone's laying out, and it's super sunny usually, very green grass, and people are day drinking, chilling. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on, and there's people smoking weed and every other substance that you can think of. So if you are interested in any of that, you can find that there. Otherwise, if you're just there for the vibes, people picnic out there, very fun. We went to a cafe right before, and we each got like another drink. I think I got a kombucha, Julia got I think a matcha latte, and Jared got another drink and a pastry. So they have a bunch of cafes and eateries right by if you want to bring something to the park. Afterwards, we were really tired, and we were all going to BART, but then we realized that the BART cost like $6 each. So we just decided to Uber because a $15 Uber was actually just cheaper to split between the three of us. So we Ubered home, chilled for a little, changed, and then Julia and I walked over to North Beach from Nob Hill.
Hey people! Hello. We're going to North Beach to Trattoria something. It's like a neighborhood restaurant. Italian. We're wearing coats because we're like, why not? Dinner. Big coat girls today. Today we went to Mission and Castro
And we got offered some weed and some shrooms.
Yeah, and now we're going to North Beach, which is like old little Italy. And Julia loves Italian food. So I'm like, I feel like she'll like this area. We'll see.
Wait.
And we went to one of my favorite Italian restaurants. It's this very local restaurant called Trattoria Contadina, I think. I will put the names and everything in the down bar below, but I'll put it here too. I love their Diavolo pasta, I believe is their most famous one, and we shared a bottle of wine, and it was a great way to end kind of the trip, and just, yeah, it was really, really cute. And I love walking around North Beach just because it's a very, very cute area if you want to go out there, or if you want to get dinner or even dessert. They have amazing bakeries, and I wanted to make sure Julia saw North Beach because she's Italian and I knew that she would really, really like it there. After that, we went home and we watched Ted Lasso because I'd been talking about it and Julia's never seen Ted Lasso. But yeah, that was my 24 to 48 hours in San Francisco and what I did when I was taking my friends around. I hope that that was useful and that you guys found this somewhat helpful. And if you are looking for San Francisco content, make sure to check out my channel. And yeah, I will see you guys sooner or later. Peace.